Mario 3D All-Stars finally came out, and I've been playing it for the last day, considering by the time I'm recording this video, the game came out yesterday. Now, I don't have the game physically, I have it on my Nintendo Switch digitally, so I could play the game at midnight right when it came out. And I gotta say, of course it's good. It has Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Now, these games are awesome, they're super fun, but I have to say I am disappointed. The Super Mario 35th anniversary is supposed to be something that we're supposed to celebrate, you know, but it's just so bare bones, there's nothing to it. Yeah, there's the 3 soundtracks for 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, but that's it. There's nothing else. There's no concept art, there's nothing. And that makes me want to talk about it because Nintendo obviously just wanted to get away with doing the least amount of things possible and making bank from it. And yeah, I understand that, but the fans wanted something a bit more. Now yes, we have the 3 games, and yes, they are higher resolution and a few gameplay tweaks, but that's it. Now I will admit the games look amazing, especially Super Mario Galaxy running at a crisp 60 frames a second at 1080p. It looks amazing. And then Super Mario Sunshine looks good too, but it's sadly only at 30 frames a second. And Super Mario 64 is... I'll get to that in a second. So Super Mario Galaxy looks amazing. It actually looks like something that Nintendo would release on the Switch. And the gameplay is actually tweaked a little bit. So as we all know, it was on the Wii, originally released on the Wii. And you had to use a Nintendo Wii remote as the pointer, press B to shoot the star bits, and shake it if you want to attack. Now, we don't have a Wii sensor, we don't have a Wii controller, so how would we do that? Well, Nintendo kinda just did the same thing, just with the Nintendo Switch controller, the Joy-Con. Just point it at the TV screen and use it like a normal Wii remote. Now, I actually really like that, it works really good, and you can use it with the gyro when it comes to the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller, which I do not have that Pro Controller because it's freaking $70 and I don't have that type of money, but I do have a off-brand Rock Candy one that works fairly well, it just has no gyro. Now, if you want to attack, you don't actually have to shake the Joy-Con. You can actually just press the Y button and Mario will do the shake. But if you do want to do the traditional way, you can shake the Joy-Con as well. But this is one of my problems. So, say you're in the pickle like I am, you don't have a Nintendo Switch Pro controller, you only have the off-brand one with no gyro. And that makes the game almost impossible to play. For example, in the hub world, you can't get to any level without pointing at the TV and clicking a button. Now, if you have a Rock Candy or any other one that doesn't use gyro control, you're kind of screwed. And I also have a pickle because my left Joy-Con sucks because it doesn't work. Actually, it kind of works. I can walk around, but not only does it have the infamous drift problem where your character will move when you're not even touching, but it doesn't have the minus button, and that's because my dog chewed it off. He somehow got my Joy-Con and bit the button off, so now I can't leave the Super Mario game. For example, if I'm playing Mario Sunshine and I'm like, oh hey, I want to go to Mario 64. To get out of that, you click the minus button on your Joy-Con and then go back to the home screen. I can't do that, so every time I want to leave and go to a different game, I have to close the whole thing out and then go to back into the software, which now that's not a Nintendo problem, obviously that's my problem. I just wanted to mention that. Now I'm not going to go in and review Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy because those games are already out. There's so many reviews on them and I don't want to be over redundant and keep talking about them. But I will talk about how they're ported over and how do they hold up. Now I will start with the first one, Super Mario 64. It plays pretty good. I don't know if it's 30 frames or 60 frames. I do believe it's 30 frames, but don't quote me on that. And every other game in the collection, Sunshine and Galaxy, are in full screen 1080p. And Super Mario 64 is not full screen, and 30 frames a second, and 720p. Now I will say this, if you're playing an old school Nintendo 64, this shouldn't matter. But when you're in a collection of 2 other games that are full screen, and are better resolution, it just looks kind of funky. I played Mario Sunshine and Mario Sunshine and Galaxy before I did Super Mario 64, and it just kind of looked odd. I was so used to full screen that the windowed version just did not look as good. But it does play pretty good. There's a few tweaks. For example, there's no more "so long, gay Bowser." It is just "bye-bye," which everybody was talking about it in the trailer. I don't care because I never played Super Mario 64 before this, and you know what? I don't care. But there was one patch that I don't know if it's because of a version or they actually went in and patched this. But a lot of speedrunners would do this infinite backwards jump where if you spam a button and go backwards, you can fly upstairs and go to the final boss pretty quickly. That's no longer in the game. So if you're a speedrunner, maybe don't use this version of Mario 64. But that's it. Besides the odd version of it where it looks kind of odd compared to the other games, it works pretty good. It runs very well, and it's Super Mario 64. Of course it's going to be fun. Now Super Mario Sunshine looks pretty good. Now the models are all smoothed out, so if you're playing on a HD version of the GameCube with like an HD out port, it's going to look better than that. Now Nintendo is just emulating these games, so you could probably most likely do better with Dolphin Emulator or something. But it looks amazing, and to know that you can actually play this legally on a Nintendo Switch is really fun. And I'm enjoying it, especially since it's full screen. It's really fun. And yeah, that's about it for Sunshine. Now Mario Galaxy is where all the biggest things come in. Instead of 30 frames, it's 60 frames, it's 1080p, the controls are different, and it runs amazing. I can't even say it's so good. But besides that, there's nothing really else. There's the soundtracks, but there's no extra content, and that's what's getting a lot of people upset. There's no extra content. There's like no love put into it really, besides the HD remastered. I don't even know if you can say it's remastered, but yeah, it's really fun. But that's all on dock mode. How does it hold up in handheld mode? So fun fact, I never play my Switch in handheld mode, just because my Joy-Con is broken and I've never really found time to do it. But I did test it out and it runs really good, especially Super Mario 64 and Sunshine. Those look really good docked. Now Super Mario Galaxy is kind of odd when it comes to handheld mode, because you have to either move your Nintendo Switch or you have to touch on the screen to use the cursor, which I didn't find any real problems with it. The only thing I didn't like is it smudges up your screen if you don't have a screen protector, and it's just kind of wonky. I would stick to docked version over handheld mode anytime, but you know what, it works perfectly. Well, that's about it for my quote-unquote review of this game. All in all, it's really fun. Of course it is, it's Mario, but I am just kind of upset about how bare bone it is, and I hope maybe for some reason there's an update or DLC in the future, but the DLC should not be paid for. The price point is fine. Of course, Mario Sunshine for GameCube right now is about $50, so plus 2 games, definitely a good price. It's 4.4 gigs or something like that. It's not too large for your Switch, and all in all, it's fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for 253 subscribers as the time I'm recording this. I know people think I'm an asshole for some reason, or they don't like my content. I'm sorry. I just want to make it out there. I want to have fun with YouTube. I want to do a lot of things. But without, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you have an amazing day.